Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and it has been a long awaited time since we've been waiting for the awakened version of Antandra. And in today we're going to be looking at the skills and abilities she's going to possess, as well as take a picture of what this hero is going to look like in the awakened version. So let's hop over and take a look at it. All right, so here she is, guys, and this is from AFK Inside. And of course, not officially confirmed yet, but when you look at this picture, you can see that not only does she have that really big spear that she possesses, but it almost looks like it's on fire, as well as the background to her really looking at herself almost looks like it is on fire back here, which is awesome. So not as much as we've normally seen with Awakened Hero with the kind of the complete overhaul, but it does look like it is going to be desert. Of course, it's Mauler. It is going to be fire related. And looking at the skills and abilities, that's kind of exactly what we're seeing is when you start looking at what she possesses. And here is kind of the breakout, guys. And I want to run through these and show you kind of what I mean. So the first one we have in here is to note is agility and warrior. This is what it is showing right now. So I'm hoping this rings true. Now we are worried if they were going to make her something different, if they were going to take her to, a different classification, if she was going to be a tank, kind of like what we see in AFK Journey. But it looks like as of right now, it is a warrior and these skills look awesome. Now, of course, this is the ultimate ability and I'm going to go to the passive ability first. So the Dragon Flame armor scorches nearby enemies, inflicting health loss of Antandra's attack rating every second. Normal attacks also inflict the scorching damage, and her other skills will have additional enchantments as well, which that is the passive ability. So when she uses the ultimate ability, she channels the power of the Draconic Fire to activate Dragon Flame armor, gaining different types of enchantments. Activating this effect does not consume energy, so she's going to go to 100. She is going to ult. Once she ults, the Dragon Flame armor consumes 0 energy per second, which we know we don't have the factors in here, but essentially the energy is going to be consumed and the effect will deactivate once the energy runs out. So that means being in teams that have energy regeneration, like the original version of Aziz, is going to make a really big difference. Any way that we can give her more energy is going to keep this ultimate ability going faster. Then, of course, when she's above so much health, healing she receives is converted into energy. Again, this seems like it is going to be pretty broken because instead of getting the healing, she is going to have the energy to activate and continue activating this armor. For every 1% of the max health she loses, that loss is converted into energy instead, which again is kind of crazy. And then Scorching Flames can melt any armor. Every time she deals scorching damage to an enemy, their physical resistance is permanently reduced. That is right, guys. A permanent reduction to not only the physical resistance, but also the buffer. Well, Antandra steals these abilities, a percentage of these abilities, which can stack. So that, again, is going to be kind of crazy thinking of how this ultimate ability is going to work. So looking at the demand duel, she engages her current target in a duel, taunting them for 0 seconds. So very similar to what we see with Anasta, it is going to be the kind of the taunt ability if the duel ends early or either party is slain in the meantime. Now, of course, the Dragon Flame armor enhancements. The target suffers scorching damage, losing health for the attack rating that she has while in a duel. And you can see this is just going up higher and higher and higher. And of course, this is based on the ability. And I know the first one, just thinking of the Awakened Heroes, we have the signature item, which you can see signature item 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, takes it to level 6. So of course, during duels, when she takes fatal damage from an enemy other than the duel target, she becomes immune to that damage and invincible. So they actually gave her an immunity like we see with Brutus, which is going to be very cool. And of course, she's going to have a couple things in here that is going to do energy recovery, a couple different things in here based on that plus 40 signature item. So it seems like, again, going to be pretty broken for an Awakened Hero. Then we get into the Spear Barrage. So she enchants her spear with Draconis gems. Now, of course, kind of interweaving the dragon fashion in here, interweaving the Draconis heroes, then launches a barrage of jabs at an enemy within a certain range in front of her. So it's going to be kind of like a cone or an arc effect in front of her, dealing multiple strikes equal to X amount of damage. Dragon Flame armor enchantment, again, going back to the armor. Each strike that lands is going to afflict health loss for the attack rating. Then, of course, you have the 3 of 9, the 9 of 9 furniture. While casting the skill, she will gain points of accuracy. For every point that the physical resistance exceeds the target's, Antandra's damage from the attack will be increased, which is going to be awesome. And then, of course, for every 0 points that the buffer exceeds the target, health loss inflicted by the scorching damage of the attack will be increased. So again, when you're thinking about this hero big picture, it seems like she is going to be a massive damage dealer within here, which is awesome. I love the physical magic or the physical damage dealers when it comes to actually having the hero. Then, of course, the Warrior's Will. She throws the spear at an enemy with the highest attack rating, dealing damage equal to whatever percentage of the attack rating. She then leaps to the spear's location, dealing again another amount of damage to everyone in her path. Then the Dragon Flame Armor enchantment. Again, every one of these skills are giving her and enchanting that Dragon Flame. When she leaps to the spear location, she deals damage equal to 0% of the attack rating nearby targets, knocking them down and stunning them. So there's a crowd control aspect. Then, of course, it is the engraving 30 and 60. When the skill ends, she gains 0 points of haste. So she is going to have a haste buff, and then she's stealing attack rating out of here, which again is kind of crazy. Then we get into the bottom. This is the Awakened skill, which is the Undying Flame. So at the start of battle, Antandra gains 0 energy, and her energy recovery rate is increased so much for the full duration of battle. While Dragon Flame Armor is active, energy consumption per second is reduced. So this is going to have the ability to keep that Dragon Flame Armor up for the majority of the battle. Once the total activation duration of Dragon Flame reaches so many seconds, the state will no longer consume energy to remain active. Subsequently, each cast of the ultimate will consume so many energy, and the health loss inflicted by scorching damage from all sources will be permanently increased. So again, when you're thinking of a damage dealer within AFK Arena, it seems like this hero is going to be super, super impressive. And I hope the damage really does scale, because when you think, again, the ability to go in here, reducing the physical resistance and the buffer. So if you're reducing the physical resistance and then she gets some buffs out of having higher level physical resistance, some of the other ones, for every so many points that the physical resistance exceeds that of the target, Antandra's damage from this attack is increased. So if we're coming in here and we're nerfing and nullifying the physical resistance of the target, when we have essentially the other side of the physical resistance, which is really the physical pierce, when we buff her up with physical pierce, you can pull this to a point to maximize the damage that we're going to see in formations. And again, super, super impressive with this hero. I love how she looks on paper. Of course, this is not indicative, or it might not be indicating exactly how she's going to perform or how effective we're going to see, which of course, unfortunately with Rimuru, we've seen the ineffectively, essentially when the abilities came out and how ineffective they were. But when you look at the picture, when you look at the hero itself, guys, she looks awesome. I absolutely love how she looks. Very, very cool with the build and design. I cannot wait to use her in AFK Arena. So, all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.